Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Turtles in Time. And as you can see from my live counter and score, I did get a game over in this level earlier on because, well, I only had the one life left, so... Unless
one hit, he's dead, pretty much.
Yeah, well, not one hit, but, you know, one death, and I was pretty much done. But yeah, this level is, I believe, the only one to have the Archer Foot Ninja. I don't know why, like, some of these levels have stage-specific Foot Ninja. It's like, oh, here's a Foot Ninja in this level that you're never going to see again. But if I had to choose the most annoying... If I had to choose the most annoying Foot Ninja in this level, it's these guys that are throwing these green discs at me.
Yeah. I like that though. It gives it more variety.
Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. I'll give you that point. Yeah, it does add more variety to the game, and I do like variety in a game where you're pretty much doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's what I like about this game too. Yeah, and that's what and that's another thing I like about this game. It manages to stay really fun despite its, you know, natural beat-em-up repetitive behavior. You know, it has different enemies, different environments, different, you know, it's different stage gimmicks too. Like here, if you step on the planks on the ends where you can see them nailed in, the board will come up and hit you in the face.
Yes, I know. So if you get the enemies to do that, it's cool.
Oh yeah, if you get the enemies to walk over it, it's awesome. But if you do it, well, it's not fun. But the other thing you can do is slam enemies to the ground from side to side. I forgot to mention that last part. But I'm not really quite sure as to how exactly you do that. I'm not even really quite sure how I do it in most levels when I'm not trying to. But, you know. It's good for taking out multiple enemies at once if you're, like, surrounded.
What?
If you can somehow, like...
What?
To do the... slamming the enemy into the ground on both sides of you. Like, look at these two, they're just like, no, stop that. Yeah, I'm trying to beat up these guys so I don't have to get this pizza yet. Because I didn't want to get the pizza before the, oh man, these things, yeah. At that point, I'm like, no, there's no way I'm getting through that without getting hit. So yeah, these are the same guys as before, only they have flamethrowers, actually, I think they are. But I'm not sure. Either way, they're dead. They exploded. And there's Bebop and Rocksteady from the 80s show, because that was the only show around at the time. Yeah, Bebop and Rocksteady. I'll be honest, I never really watched too much of the 80s series. I mean, from what I have seen, it's alright, but, you know, obviously it's really cheesy compared to what we have today.
Dude, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did we lose you?
What happened? Yeah, we lost me.
Oh, okay. Oh, what the heck? Something just decided to open up in my Google Chrome. Quick, back to the video. Yeah. Man, luckily I managed to talk while you were gone, and I didn't even know you were gone, so... we can keep this. Anyway.
Timing.
Oh, time is 4:03, 4, 5, 4:06, 7, 8.
I got it.
Alright.
I got it.
But yeah, like I was saying, Bebop and Rocksteady, they were in the 80s series, and I don't think they've seen a single appearance since. Like, I know they're not in the new series, at least not yet.
Yeah, they're dead.
But now they're dead. But what I want to know is how they got into the past. That's what I want to know. Maybe Shredder sent them in the time warp. Who knows? Anyway, onward to the train level. And I got a game over... And as you can see, I got a game over here as well.
Speaking of...
you wouldn't know that I was getting my butt handed to me in this level by the run through I make of this level now, but yeah.
I do got one Sonic related question to ask you.
Okay.
What do you think about the Cybot and Obot, or, yeah.
Orbot and Cubot?
Yeah, Orbot and Cubot.
They're pretty good, actually. I like Orbot and Cubot. They're fun little, sidekicks to Eggman.
I thought so too, but everybody's saying, like, they shouldn't be here. But I think they're gonna add, like, more of a comedy aspect to the whole show now.
But I mean, think about it.
Because they were funny before, but now they have better writers.
Well, yeah, that too. But the point I was gonna bring up was, you know, think about how boring it would be just to see Eggman sitting there plotting out his strategies. I mean, if you think about it, in every single Sonic cartoon ever, Eggman always has at least one sidekick. In Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, he had Scratch and Grounder, although they were kind of annoying. In Sad AM, he had Snively, who, you know, kind of was just... was kind of just there to be like, yes, Uncle, and such. Yeah. Although at the end of the series, he was going to try and turn into a major villain, but of course, ABC had to go and be jerks and cancel the show. Therefore, never allowing us to get the third season, which would have been freaking awesome, at least I think.
Sneeble and Weeble. Yep.
No,
awesome.
Snively.
Snively.
Yeah.
It's Weeble. Because he's almost like Weeble.
But, anyway, back to the Ninja Turtles. Well, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. You just blew all the...
But anyway, actually, no. I'm gonna talk about both Ninja Turtles and Sonic at the same time. I'm actually kind of curious after looking at... Because I was watching, one of the episodes of the Ninja Turtles show that I missed, earlier. And I started to notice similarities here, like, you know, between the way they've presented the Turtles in the new show and the way they're presenting the characters in the Sonic universe in Sonic Boom. They've made each character distinctly unique from one another. Both series have made each character distinctly unique from one another. And they both added sports tape to the characters' designs.
Sports tape.
and like, I'm starting to wonder if the artists for Sonic Boom took inspiration from the new Turtles show. And they were like, I'm just kind of curious to see if they were like, hey, that worked for Ninja Turtles, let's see if it'll work for Sonic.
I doubt it, but...
You never know, though. You never know, though. I mean...
Ninjas need sports tape, though. Sonic, not really.
Well, I don't really think the Ninja Turtles needed sports tape in the first place, but, you know, with the Ninja Turtles, it's not really all that noticeable unless you're looking for it, really. I mean, you'll start to notice it after a while, obviously, but it won't be really the first thing your eye's drawn to like it is in the Sonic designs. But yeah, as like I said, you wouldn't know that this level was kicking my butt by the run-through I had here, because I never lost a single life for that run-through, but I lost all my lives on my first run-through of that stage, and I don't know how.
Because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
What about this stage? Did you die here?
No. From here on, well, I might have died, but I don't get any more game overs. So you won't. So you won't be seeing my score reset again.
So you got 2 in a row, and then you don't get any more.
Yeah.
Now here's another skateboarding stage.
Actually, if I remember correctly, this also was not in the arcade version, or at least if it was, this part of it wasn't.
It was, just not this part, yeah.
Yeah. I think this forward part was added for this version. So yeah, I can still definitely see why people consider this to be the true version of the game. But all the same,
I like how you can.
What?
I like how you can get hit but not get knocked off. So.
Yeah. Don't. Yay, pizza.
It's like you're going 70 miles an hour.
Pizza.
You get hit.
Yes, those question marks in circles are pizza.
What?
Yeah. Well, or at least they act.
That makes sense.
They at least act like pizza anyway.
Oh, they're health bars.
Yeah. Also, Mode 7!
What do you mean Mode 7?
It's basically what the Super Nintendo used to generate semi 3D graphics. I'll move that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Super Krang, who is actually pretty easy. Yeah. Super Krang, right. I think I might die to him, but, you know, that's just because I had low health coming into the fight. Yeah, there we go. Yep. This boss is not very difficult.
Not at all.
Oh, these bombs. And I should be finishing him off any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now.
No, yeah. One more thing.
And there we go.
Yep.
So yeah, that was Super Krang.
And
that was Neon Knight Riders. That was Neon Knight Riders, and next part we will be returning. We'll be going to the Star Base, and then we will come back to the present day. So yeah, we will see you guys.
Check it out. Like it, subscribe,
and we'll see you guys next part.